The Defendant, Spider-Man 2. The second game in the series after Spider-Man and also Spider-Man. This game gives you Venom powers, and Venom's Venom powers. With brand new traversal systems, satisfying combat mechanics, and some of the craziest set pieces you could ask for in a game, Spider-Man 2 claims to have given us a bigger and better sequel in every way. But some say that despite the open world being nearly doubled in size, they claim it still doesn't solve the issue of feeling like an empty backdrop to the story and offers little replayability once the story is completed. We shall see. The dishonorable Judge Crook presiding. No game will ever be universally loved by everyone. Spider-Man 2 is easily one of the most anticipated games of the year, but with great expectations. Nope, I fucked that up. With great anticipation comes great expectations. I expected this game to be bigger, better, faster, stronger, and other Kanye West lyrics.
Whoop-de-doo-scoop, whoop-de-dee-scoop poop.
And that's what I think we got, but some people's expectations went beyond that. The combat is generally well received, but there are some valid criticisms. One big point of controversy is the gadgets. In Spider-Man 2018, we had a weapon wheel with 8 gadgets to choose from, everything from a tripwire mine trap to impact webs to a suspension matrix, whatever that is.
I don't want to be here.
And more. This meant you had options. You had web grenades if you were feeling overwhelmed, or tricky traps if you wanted to sneakily take down enemies like only a spider can.
Does whatever a spider can.
Hang on, you guys, are we floating?
Why would we be floating?
I didn't even know spiders could do that, but now I do. However, Spider-Man 2 said that shit sucked. Here's 4 grenade weapons, get in there.
Damn, I'm good.
This game isn't about stealth anymore. Spider-Man is one big gooey wrecking ball and does a whole lot more of this.
So strong!
This is all incredibly satisfying, if you want that. Which I did. I did want that. Yes! You gotta... I'm sorry now. Oh, it's making me press the buttons harder. Yes! Instead of 8 gadgets and almost 24 suit powers, you now have 4 gadgets, 4 abilities, and a surge mode thing. Wow! The problem people point out is that Spidey 2 gives you less options than the first, and almost all of these new options are for crowd control and crowd control only. You can't really get creative with them since they're all meant to just go kaboom and then everyone dies at once except for the hostages because the grenades can tell. I don't mind it. I like to charge into situations at full force and figure it out later. It's a tried and true method. What are these things? I haven't seen these ones. Look at what I can do. Oh, right. But I can see how this wouldn't suit everybody's playstyle, and not having the options to switch it up could rub some people the wrong way.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds disgusting.
This game plays a lot more like Miles Morales than it does the 2018 game, with Venom abilities taking the place of gadget variety. Miles' Venom abilities were so overpowered in his standalone game that they've addressed that by simply making the enemies more spongy in Spider-Man 2 and throwing a lot more of them at you. which is fine, but can sometimes make Spider-Man feel weak while he's endlessly punching and kicking enemies that don't seem fazed at all.
So you're basically unkillable.
I am now, thanks to that virus, and in spite of all your effort.
That is until you do bust out those new abilities, and that's when you go from just a little kid trying to take on his older brothers to an absolute monster.
Harry, this place is coming down. We need to leave.
Feels so fucking powerful. Miles is mostly more of the same if you've played Spider-Man 2. I mean Spider-Man Miles Morales, but Peter's new symbiote moves are brand new and make my man brain go.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable.
Insomniac have really made you feel like you have goopy alien trees shooting out of your body. These new gameplay mechanics, while simple, are done extremely well, and it fulfills that power fantasy that simple gamers like me are always craving. The animation, the sound design, it's all done extremely well. And once I figured out you could also add visual sound effects on top of that, it's over. Game of the year. Kill Funk! That's how you know I'm serious about this. Big fucking thunk. Bonk. Bonk again. And power bonk. Swank. Big venom swank. Blink. Thunk. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to stay away from it, but I'm too busy flanking. It doesn't matter anyways, big bonk. Destruction for days. One of the biggest criticisms of Spider-Man 2018 was how often it takes you away from being the man spider and putting you into the far less spidery shoes of Mary Jane Watson.
What happened?
It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man 2, MJ missions are back, baby.
Disrespect continues. Adds to adding insult to injury.
I know, people hated it then, and a lot of people still hate it now. However, they have made some significant changes to MJ. She's got a lot more ability now, and if anything, in the context of the game, she's actually stronger than both of the Spider-Men.
Oh, crap.
MJ's so cool now. She can do anything a spider can't do. Look at her go. Whoops. Never mind. MJ, you suck, MJ. Even if the MJ missions are still not as good as the Spider-Man stuff, it's at least better than it was. You do sometimes have to slog through some Peter or Miles missions, which, yes, are pretty dull. But I see why they've included them. The story needs to take you on a ride. You can't have a roller coaster that only goes down. You have to have some climbs and some flat parts. Nobody's favorite part is the flat part, unless you're Peter. But you need to come down a bit once you're done thwonking in order to ramp back up again for your next big thwonk. You can't have only thwonk, or there would be no why we thwonk. These slower missions give you character building moments that show you what you're thwonking for. And in a game that's presented more like an interactive movie, it's important to build out those characters, even if it is kind of boring. Oh, my friends are here. All right, I'm gonna crush you now, friends. Get it. Get it, Peter. Don't mess this up, Pete. Don't mess this up, Peter. Where's your spider senses? Who's winning? Am I winning? I got 23, what'd you get? What? The story doesn't stay boring for long, though. 90% of the times you walk into this yellow marker, some shit's about to go down. It just always felt like something massive was happening, and it was always fun and well executed. However, some people didn't like the story, claiming it was too predictable, too short, or just didn't live up to the precedent set by Spider-Man 2018. I think that's true in some ways. I don't think Spider-Man 2 achieves the same emotional impacts as scenes like May's death did. But I also think for some fans, there was absolutely no way for the sequel to live up to their expectations. But this is the problem Insomniac had to face. Could they have done better? Probably. Would they have still faced criticism anyway? Probably. I thought the story was great. I think it's well paced, the villains are great, there were some absolutely amazing moments, and the familiar story was still fresh enough to be engaging. Even if you feel like the Venom story has been told too many times before, it's still done so extremely well that it'll absolutely satisfy your thirst for venomous brutality. And spoilers ahead, you do eventually get to play briefly as Venom. And I don't know if you can tell by watching this, but I enjoyed that part. Yeah! Oh, yes, please! Yeah, Venom! Holy crap! Oh yeah, let him have it, Venom! And that's the thing about this game. Everything is just so that I truly do not care if the combat is a bit repetitive, or the gadgets are less varied, or if there's a few glitches now and then. Yeah! Let's do it!
Thanks, MJ.
Through the gap. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I can't go through that. Oh, but Miles. Miles. This game is about giving you the same feeling you get when you see a perfect one-handed catch.
How in the world? Oh my goodness.
Or a satisfying bass drop. Or even this. Oh, goddamn, that's good. Satisfaction is the name of the game here. Spider-Man 2 doesn't ask you to master it, it makes you believe that you already have. Hit enemies with a throwable. Got it. Missed them. And despite it not meeting everybody's expectations, this game will take you on a ride through some of the most dynamic set pieces you could possibly ask for. Here you go, figure it out. And some of the thwonkiest combat animations you could ever imagine. Topped off with villains that will keep you guessing, as well as villains that will give you exactly what you want. This game is one big f***ing thwonk, and to me, absolutely lived up to the hype. And that's the verdict, god damn it, on Spider-Man 2.